bass. She's hooked up now too. Little spot here. That's a good one. That's probably 9-10 incher. Nice one. You know they're big when you can lip a bluegill. Welcome back to the channel. We're on a deep, clear lake in southern Wisconsin searching for bluegills. I can tell you we did find some very good sized ones. Stick around, I'll show you how we're doing this. We did also get into a pile of rock bass that'll probably make it into this video as well. And I'll go over what we're using and how we're using it to get on these fish. That crazy rock bass. Or a bluegill. It's a bluegill. Finally. Get like 8 rock bass for one bluegill. Look at that. Come here, little guy. A nice little fish there. Going back. Finally got a bluegill. Went through like 8 or 10 rock bass. Get one bluegill because the rock bass are in here spawning too. Alright, this is how you gotta do it. You gotta skip it under the dock just like that. Man, that was a good shot. I don't think I got it on camera though. This is probably not what you're looking for, this newer stuff here. Just simply because the fish probably aren't here because it was a bunch of disturbance when they put all this in. You want to look for the stuff that's been here a while, metal or wood. It seems to be the wood dock sections have been the best places to check for us today. Crazy rock bass. Oh no, that's a big bluegill. That is a big bluegill.
Wonderful.
That's a big bluegill. Hopefully I can boat flip this guy. Holy smokes.
Oh.
I thought I had a rock bass. Look at this pie. What a giant. Look at this guy. Holy smokes. Man, you know they're big when you can lip a bluegill. That was right next to that pier section. She just cast it over there again. Oh yeah, it's a big male. Obviously not keeping him. He's just super tall. He's only 9 inches. Holy cats. Okay, so we are just pitching up under these dock sections. That seems to be where the bigger fish are located. Probably hiding from predator fish. Around all these pier structures is where we're finding. That's where I got that big bluegill. It was only a 9 incher, but man, he was super tall. Nice looking fish. Yeah, we're out here on a lake here in southern Wisconsin targeting these bluegills. There's a lot more rock bass mixed in. It's a bluegill. That's a donkey.
Oh yeah.
That's another big bluegill. Holy cow, we just come back in this cut here. And I think we found a little spot here. Some bluegills. This is a dark one too. Nice bluegill. Nice big male. We got a bass. She's hooked up now too. That's a bluegill. Not as big as mine. That's a pumpkin seed. That's a donkey. Nice, she just got this pumpkin seed. Same deal, just pitching up in these shallow spots for these fish. She's hooked up. Yeah, there you go. Pumpkin seed.
Baby.
She's hooked up. Rock bass? Yeah, that's a good one. That's a donkey. Look at that bluegill. Holy smokes. You found a good little spot here. That's a good one. That's probably 9-10 incher. Yeah, so we're just looking for stuff like this here, these docks in this super shallow water, like 3 to 4 feet. that would hold fish. We're just kind of cruising around, checking them out, seeing if we could pick up some fish here and there. So with the water temp being 65 to 70 degrees, these fish are just starting to stage up in here. Bass? Oh yeah, it is a bluegill. Nice. Yeah, they're in here. They're coming in here. It's a good one. That's probably a keeper, I would say. It's a baby, huh? You don't want to keep it? Too small, huh? Alright, this is what we're using today. Super light line, like 4-pound test or lighter. Really small hooks. I don't even know what size these are. We're only setting it probably a foot or two down. Fill bobber, slip bobber. Set your knot according to the depth you want to be at. And yeah, that's our setup for today. Oh yeah, and a little piece of a red worm. Forgot to mention that. Them little red wigglers, they really wiggle. They seem to like those. Leeches work too. She's using a piece of a night crawler that seems to be working for her. And then we're just looking for these areas. Another good visual indicator will be there'll be bubbles. These fish, I don't know if they're eating bugs off the surface. You can see them. There'll be little bubbles. They come up and eating these bug larvae that have hatched. So this is probably one of the key things that we do is we just keep motoring real slow with the trolling motor and checking all these little dock areas, coves. I think I got one on. My bobber disappeared. Yeah, right on cue. Yeah, I got one too, but mine's pretty good size because he's trying to go into the trolling motor. Oh yeah, donkey. So yeah, right on cue. She's way out the back of the boat. Look at that one. Yeah, yours is good too. Get them in there. 2 donkeys.
Oh, yeah.
I think hers is bigger than mine. Holy smokes. This lake is known for producing some big gills. That's a big in there. Hers is big too. Hers is bigger than mine, I think.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that's pretty cool. We doubled up there, 2 different spots. Like I was saying, we're just kind of working along these marina docks here and getting a bait in as close as we can, pitching it in there. And usually you get it next to a dock section or something. That's usually where these bluegills are hanging out. They're kind of hiding from the predator fish. The bass and stuff are already in here. They're spawning or just getting done spawning. By the water temps. Like this particular bay is like 71 degrees. It has kind of a muck bottom and some lily pads growing in it. So a little different than the bay that we started out fishing. That was primarily green weeds, newer weed growth. This is a little bit different bottom composition. That mud bottom, it tends to warm up a little bit quicker than your sandy bottom and other areas. So you can actually find fish in different stages of spawning based on the bottom composition. Oh. These guys ain't playing no games. They just take off. It's not as big as the other one, but I guess it's a female. No bump on the head. Boy, he really hooked himself good. Really wanted that red worm. This little guy threw him back. So today, my 6'9" Panfish Series ultralight action St. Croix rod with my PC Fun 500 Series Carbon X. She's running the 6-foot St. Croix Light Action Premier with the PC Fun 500 series on there as well. Just slip bobber, split shot, really small, like number I want to say number 10 hook, redworm, nightcrawler, anything, just a piece of it, not the whole thing. You don't really, that's kind of overkill, you don't really need that. And setting it probably 1 to 2 feet under the water, and we're probably sitting in 3 feet of water. I also have a 610 Mojo rigged up with a fill bobber, slip bobber as well. That one has, I think that one's got a Carbonex 2000 on it, but these 500s are awesome for panfish. It's like perfect amount of line. The drag is really good. Really super compact. Yeah, just a great panfish reel. Eating something here, just hooked up. Another rock bass. Everywhere. Alright, that's a wrap. I think we got 10 really good panfish, 9, 10 inchers, pitching along these docks up along shoreline. We're going to get out of here because it's getting a little crazy with the boat traffic. It is a weekend. That's usually how it goes. You get out early, you can get in some good fish. So yeah, ultralights using slip bobbers. Good time. Appreciate everyone for watching. If you're not, please subscribe and stay tuned for our next video.